LIRN Radar, good day. Lufthansa 1 Charlie Hotel, flying flight level 60 passing.
You know, it always helps to unmute the microphone. Okay, I know y'all like hearing that, but we'll kind of keep it down. Oh, excuse me. Welcome aboard. Yeah, we had a muted mic. Sorry about that. We are in Genoa, Italy. And we're going to just do a flight down to Naples. It's about 400 miles or so. We were hoping, because all week long they had weather here, and right now they don't. We're going to test out the beta. Welcome aboard, Duluth Fly. You're following again. But anyway, welcome in Duluth. So we're not going to be able to really use the radar much here. Interesting things though with SimBrief, always check your route. 19,000 was all they were going to give us for 400 miles. Whew. So yeah, we took her and we're going to run up to 39. Anyway, we're in VATSIM territory, online, changed SIDS. We're about ready to push here. So, and the guy next to us is getting cleared out as well. So, oh, what's going on here with the Duluth Fly? Hang on, let me check. So, there, we got that taken. Hopefully, that's a good sign. Maybe there's some weather brewing. All right, so you know what? Let's just get in the cockpit. I'm getting confused. We need to get going. So, it's been a kind of a little bit of a topsy-turvy day. So let's get this plane ready to go. It's actually almost ready. I do want to make one more check and make sure we're good on this new departure. Basically, our clearance red cleared runway 10, UNITA 1, oh, I'm sorry, correction, UNITA 8 kilo, or yeah, kilo, UNITA. So basically, they just, I really don't know if there's any difference. It looks the same, but hey, that's what they want, so that's what we give. Oh, did I put 1,000 in the box? Yes, I did. Okay. And then squawk 1,000. Why we squawk 1,000? I have no idea. I really don't. I wish I could give you an answer. Well, I could. Would it be right? No. Because they want us on 1,000? IXITO, UNITA, and then as filed. Okay, we're going to hope for the same. No changes on the Pinza 1 Alpha into good old Naples and landing 27, or 24, my bad. All right, got an interesting discrepancy in the chart down there for Yankee, so we'll see how that all plays out. And this concerns me a little, but I think we'll be fine. All right, last but not least, let me make sure I've done all my checks. No, we have not. Let me get rid of that. We've got our initial climb 5,000 in, and I will point out one thing, at least I have to go through with this plane all the time. If you're going to use the radio panel here, for instance, to go to mechanical or close your doors, well, let's just do mechanical. Let's go ahead and kick away the baggage. Okay, and then we'll hold for the main door. That'll get those guys away and we'll be ready to go. Okay, that's all good. All right. Okay, let's go ahead. Seat belts. Okay, yeah, we had an aircraft change. All right, we had an aircraft change. We were going to fly the A320neo today in Volo T colors. However, with the advent of X-Plane 3.0 and the beta for the Airbus 319's weather radar, we switched to this aircraft. That's the reason why we're in Lufthansa. The Volo T aircraft I downloaded always came up ToLiss no matter what engine, frame, or what I put on it. So we just said, it's out of here, and are bringing up the Lufthansa. It's the best I could do. There is no ITY or anything like that for Italy, so we went with Lufthansa, Lufty. Get on dispatch. And I just did it. Oh, by the way, anytime, like I was saying, I was mentioning this, anytime you use radios, go back, make sure your comm is on. Milano Center, Lufthansa 1572, stand 405 at Genoa, ready to push. (1018) on the QNH and cleared to push for 10, Lufthansa 1572. Oh, do I so much want to say it my way. Close her up. Ryan somewhere down there. Yep, 1960. I am Kurt is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you. Hope you enjoy. All right. I'll get back with you on that here in a minute there. Let me get this plane out of here. Actually. Okay. Chocks are off. Get us back on comp. Sorry for the echo. And
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
such a very open question. I'm not giving the answer that could happen with that. Let's pull it forward this time.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
By the way, we're already on ACARS.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and crank up the other. Okay, I'm going to bring ATC up a little in volume, but try not to keep it overpowering. All right, I got the avail.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
All right, so we're all set here. He said 1.8, so we'll get that. All right, real quick, going through it here up to the top. APU bleed off. Arm spoilers. Flaps 1.
Mike, contact Milano 126750, ciao. 126750, that was always Mike, thank you, bye.
Alright, the fun one to pitch. Alright, bring that up. Oh, let's go to the right page first. Now let's go.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Up 0.4. Okay, at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and check.
And Ryanair falling mid-Delta, we're approaching ToLiss.
Flight controls. Only reason I do it now, the screen's up.
Ryanair falling mid-Delta, we're approaching ToLiss. Ryanair falling mid-Delta, call you back 1 minute for this. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, Delta for Genova, runway 1 continues. Do you prefer RMP Alpha or Central to Land weight? Yeah, we've picked up information Alpha for runway 10. We'll like the on of Alpha for runway 10, Ryanair falling mid-Delta. That's copied. Descend now for level 210. Descend now, flight level 210, Ryanair falling mid-Delta.
Okay, nose wheel, lapse time. Sun in our eyes yet again. No. You had to be on last night's. By the way, he said we have an ATIS next. Hang on, let's go check. Okay, Delta and runway in use 10, transition 8, 140 to 11, and 1018. Got it. Okay. And Milano, Lufthansa 1572 at Genoa, ready to taxi for 10.
That's 172, taxi holding point Bravo, number 10, via Mike, November Alpha.
Via Mike, November Alpha to the holding point Bravo for 10. Lufthansa 1572. We don't have a Mike. Or a Lima.
35 AR indicated on the climb. Which level do you want?
Ah, I do here. Mike, straight ahead of us.
I'm not sure what completely happened there. The sim went a bit chaotic. I just started climbing for no reason. I'm coming back on the flight level 350 now. Let's copy. If you want 370 is a bit. I take 370, please. Considering where I'm at now, I might as well go for there. So flight 370, top Swiss 1485. Yeah, 370, top Swiss 1485. Please monitor advisory 1228 now. 1228 for Lufthansa 1 Charlie Hotel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
All right, let's start turning on some radars.
Aero 411 release monitor advisory 1228, ciao.
1228 decimal 11, sorry, 1228 it's one. Thank you very much.
Ryanair for Lima Delta, clear Bulgaria 2 pump arrival, fly direct Sierra Echo Sierra.
Okay, clear to Bulgaria 2 pump arrival and direct to Sierra. Can we get that waypoint again?
Yep, S3 VOR Sierra Echo Sierra.
Yeah, Echo Sierra for Lima Delta.
All right, let's get ready to fly like an eagle.
And for sensor level 100.
Down to 100 for Lima Delta.
Okay. Page is clear. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Auto brake is set to max. Terrain radar and radar on. Let's go to TCAS, turn that on. Sure looks like rain ahead of us. But I don't see any on... Well, let me check VATSIM one more time. Yeah, I don't have any. And Milano, Lufthansa 1572 or 1572, ready to go 10.
10 clear for takeoff, wind 3, question 140, 11 knots.
Copy, winds cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 1572. Now, the reason I held back instead of on Bravo, that was a hold point factor. That wasn't an instrument hold. And then I looked ahead and there were none. So we're going to just cruise on out now. Okay, today we're flex takeoff. V speeds show 133, 35, and 38. Lights are coming on. Okay, we're ready to go. As soon as we square up, powering up. Timer on. Flex. Knots. KP1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. And we'll let Otto have all the fun. And Milano, Lufthansa 1572 airborne through 1500 for 5,000.
Lufthansa 1572 identified on departure, flight level 270.
270 you said on departure, or was that a climb too?
Identified on departure, climb, flight level 270.
Copy. Climb into flight level 270, Lufthansa 1572. Please don't say that's my final. That's my final offer. Oh. We've been having a great bout of weather here. Now we're back into summertime temps, and oh, my head is just still trying to lock in on all of this. Oh. Again, 8,000 for transition. We should. Let's just do a quick cursory. I don't see it. Hopefully at 8,000 it'll start blinking. Oh boy, that's going to be a fix. And could you text that fix for Lufthansa 1572?
1572, let me keep better, Elba, Echo, Lima, Bravo.
Oh, Lufthansa 1572 copies, Echo Lima Bravo, going direct. Okay, there we go. That page, where is that LBAT? Oh, I see where he's sending us. Okay, I got it on my charts program here. All right, so we're on our way. Direct ELB. Flaps up. Hey. Good. Going standard. Away we go.
Alpine 78 Charlie Hotel release, monitor advisory 122 Charlie. 128, thank you for the next RNF Lima Delta descend 5,000 feet, QNH Genova 101. Cleared RMP Alpha number 10, report final approach track established.
Okay, down to 5,000, QH 1018, and we'll report when established for on airport leave, doesn't it?
Okay. Time to play with the radar a little bit. Okay, nothing showing up. Problem is we don't have anything. And we're going to be out far enough where map won't even help to show land. Yeah, so let's just push it out to 80 as well. Technically, it should technically show land features, I think, on map. think that's what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's a cell of some kind way out there. We'll just kind of go to turbulence. All right, I'm really confused at this, so hang on, let's very confusing. I think it's on automatic. All right, weather and turbulence. Okay, well, I don't know why we're at 2.25, but if it's on auto, that could be why. Just kind of getting my look at it as the sun begins to set out here.
Milano radar, good afternoon, Ryanair 125 with you, flight level 200.
Ryanair 125, climb level 240.
Flight level 240, Ryanair 125.
And run at full limit after with resumption on the honor alpha. Run at full limit delta, runway 10 clear to land, wind 140, 10 knots, maximum 21. 10 clear to land, run at full limit delta. Radar 125 release, monitor advisory 122 decimal 8, ciao.
Going to Unicom 122, decimal 8, Ryanair 125, thank you very much.
Lufthansa 1572 release, monitor advisory 1228, ciao.
1228 for Lufthansa 1572. See ya. Okay, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. All right, we got that all squared away. All right, we're leveled off. We're on 122.8. We're going to 39,000. Huh. Well, if yesterday's 300 mile or so flight from El Paso to Phoenix could get to 38, pretty sure we'll get to 39. Plenty of time to level off and let our passengers enjoy. All right, this is the beta A319 from ToLiss. Now, why is, you're all going, well, the A319's been out for quite a while. Yeah, it has. At least 2 or 3 years, if not even more than that. Updated constantly, which is great. However, when X-Plane 12 went to 3.0 here this past week, was it this past week? I guess so. Wow. Each of the different makers out there will have to update their aircraft to be able to take advantage of what's going on. Now, we've already seen Zibo, and they've done a pretty good job. I just need to better understand utilizing it so that we're on track. We're doing it right, and we can show it right. ToLiss with the A319, they're going to do it aircraft by aircraft by aircraft. So the 319, they said, that's the one we're going to start with. And then who knows what's next. But they will end the updating cycle with the release of the A320 CEO aircraft. So you can figure this is going to take a little bit, and I'm sure it does, because they got to now go in, do all that coding stuff. Hey, that's what programmers love to do, code. So, they've just got to work it out and make sure. So we're in beta with it, and we're helping them by flying with it on. Like I said, all week long. Black Box did a flight down here a week or two ago. And I never heard of this, but right next to where we took off, and I didn't mention this, is Monaco. You all may have heard of Monaco. Yeah. Not Monica, Monaco. It's a little country in its own. And some great, I think Bond had a couple things out of Monaco and all. But anyway, so I thought, what the heck, let's fly out of there and we'll just go to Naples. I didn't feel like going to Rome. It didn't seem like a very long flight. Kind of wished I did now, but, there's a lot of things I kind of wished I'd have changed. But that's why the aircraft change. So in case you're curious why we're not in the A320neo. Now, we are still quite a ways away, and I've never seen the EFB orange, so I don't know if that means we're kind of tight on fuel if we had to go to Rome for our alternate. I don't know. 8,000 seems pretty good to me out of there, but hey, maybe it's got other factors it plans for. Like I said, I am not a real world. Oh, and may I say this? I do need to, because I missed and didn't do this. Last night on our flight, Matt 1997 Air came on with an announcement. He is now a real world instrument rated private pilot. So that means he now no longer has an excuse why he can't go fly. Of course, if it's icing, we'll let you slide on that one. Great pun, wasn't that? But congratulations there, Matt. Great achievement getting your instrument. Commercial, probably not far away, but awesome, dude. Great job. Love hearing. We've heard him get his private, now his instrument, soon commercial, soon his A380 certification and ATP. No, getting ahead of ourselves, sorry. But hey, congratulations, sir. That is just awesome. And glad we were in the notification process of that. And great to hear. I love stories like that. We got a couple of others out there going into flight training, some already well into it, so we're always looking forward. I lend as much of a hand as this old guy can. It's been a long time since I've been in a real airplane flight. Well, personally, me, pilot, command. I've been in an airplane about 2-3 years ago. Flew for about a half hour, if even that, but still, that was great. Just getting the air beneath my wings was nice. So, but yeah, congratulations to Matt out there. I hope you enjoy, and hey, now there's no excuse unless icing. I get it. Okay, maybe some thunderstorms, but you can go around those. Yeah, no, not in. Trust me, folks, I've done some things I'm not proud. Well, I'm not proud of that I've done in a small airplane, but just glad one of them I was able to get out of. We got into a downdraft out in the Appalachians, flying low, and got into one, and ooh, that was a little scary. And guess what? We didn't fly low anymore. So yeah, School of Hard Knocks thankfully wasn't hard this time on that one. So congratulations, sir. Got a few other stories, not as that one. Two others that are up there, but not to the effect that one really kind of shook me a little, but didn't shake me out of the seat. But it made me, rethink a couple things. And that's what they are meant to do. Everything went as, we got back to the airport fine, dandy. Just one thing to note in the back of the noggin, don't ever do that again. So, all right, enough of that. We're at 39,000 in cruise, enjoying our run to Naples. Naples now stands at about 20 minutes or so out. Let's call it 30 minutes because we got to descend and get in the pattern. Who knows? Approach may come up, center may come up down here. Who knows? So we'll just enjoy the flight. But to those of you, Duluth Fly with an underscore now. He just joined your server. What server? Discord? Oh yeah, I see that. All right, now. Okay, hang on. Let me get caught up here. Wait, I'm in yours. That will not help me. Hang on a second. Taking care of some things in the background again, like I said. Hang on a second. All right, folks, hang on. Oh. All right, folks, give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We're taking care of something going on. I hate these things, but you know, in the climate we're in and all, it doesn't surprise me. All right. I hate losing people, but when they do what they're doing, you gotta take a stance. So, uh, uh-oh, don't tell me. Oh, for a second there, I thought X-Plane released something. Like, are you kidding me again in flight? They're doing this to me. Ah, somebody else out there with a Lufthansa. Ooh, you know, one day I gotta do that flight. Um, it's not a long flight at all. I'm not even sure how long it is. Hang on, let me see if I can gather from him. It's only 300 miles. Wow, I would have thought more or less, actually. Wow. All right, well, we may explore that in a few weeks. But yeah, it's one of those flights, you know, I see him do a lot. I see a couple of others do a lot. And I know it's not a very long flight. So, you know, who knows? Maybe here in the near future, we'll get it taken care of. Got other things going on that are in need of what we're doing. So, all right, so let's get back to this flight, shall we? And by the way, those of you that are members of our Discord, we are in Discord on voice. So feel free to come in, chat amongst yourselves, but just realize I am listening. You may not be broadcasting until I deem it's, especially right now with what's going on. Yeah, we'll just kind of see how things go. All right. Wow. What was going on there? Holy mackerel. Anyway, so we're on our way. PNZ is coming up. We need to think about descending. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, decelerate. Yeah, I'm sure we just crossed it. What do we got to get down to? Hang on here. We'll get started into our descent and down to, let's get down to 7,000. How's that sound? All right, and clear. And no, not that one. Perf. Next phase, hang on. All right, let's fill it in. QNH 1019. Temperature 24. And finally, the winds 2507. 250. Did I just see lightning? All right, and for today's arrival, ILS Yankee 24. We are a B306. Wow. All right, so landing approach will be 130, landing speed 125 with flaps full. If we go over here, we can check the performance. Again, if you all are not up on this, the looks right. Okay. How long's our runway? Let's see. Now, the big thing is, what do we have to do? Oh, good. I like 2-4. We come right off and into a gate. All right, I like this. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it as is. So brakes low, reversers on, and that'll give us a margin of 1,900 feet at the end. We need 4,100, but we'll go for 6,000. Okay, cool. All right, that gets us all programmed in. We're descending at a rapid rate, and that's because I was distracted, but that's okay. We'll overcome. Adapt, overcome, save the day for someone who had no idea they needed to be saved. Oh, coffee went down wrong. Oh my, that hurt. Ooh. Oh, maybe it was me that needed to be saved. No. All right. Following the Italian coast down to Naples. And real quick, I don't think there is any weather on any of our routes. All right. Currently, it looks like we might be the only one playing here. Closest, oh yeah, closest traffic is not even out of Milan. All right, so that's cool. Gonna go ahead, change views. No, it's not gonna get what I was hoping. All right, so let's get into this, shall we? Friendly player, welcome. Airbus into Naples, then Airbus to Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, out of Dubai. The new, by the way, the new Dubai International in X-Plane 12. They updated it with 3.0, so we're going to take a little time on the ground to investigate. But yeah, welcome aboard. It is... hang on a second. What happened? It really doesn't need to be put out over the air, but we just had a spammer who is also trying to cause trouble, and we have it taken care of and reported. So, but anyway, as I was saying, with X-Plane 12.3, not only did they update the weather, update the radars in their default aircraft, and then the manufacturers of the payware and add-ons have to update theirs. Oh yeah, they went one more step further and updated Dubai International Airport, and that's where our next flight takes place. And like I said, we'll take a look at it, see what's different, and enjoy a flight over to Dhahran. All right, I am trying to see. I think we're okay. Hang on, my wife texted me, and I want to just see what was up there. Hang on a second. All right, let me take a look at that. My bad, I was replying to my wife when you did that. Ooh, nice choices. Yeah, the probably due to that little spat we had, the auto mod is going to pick up on weird things, so Plen. Oh, what it blocks is hilarious, but anyway. All right, so hopefully that takes care of that. But yeah, welcome. Friendly player, I'm going to tell you right now, any one of those would be a good buy. Whatever you're comfortable with flying is what I always tell people. Sometimes the big dogs aren't the, oh, wait a minute, 18,000 is not our transition. I missed that, of course. I always miss something. Transition here, of course, by ATC. What's let's go 8,000. Oh, I hate that. All right, so we'll keep it a little longer as we descend. Let's get up here, get the seatbelt lights on. Okay, we got the wing lights on. Sure, Grandma on the back is going, oh, it's just so cold. Just so cold. Well, I mean, it's always possible they may not be getting new updates, but they then shocked everybody and updated to 1.10. So Yeah, I never rule out updates, especially with this. This could be something they have to redo the whole plane. I don't know. There's a couple things that would be nice if they updated it, but you know, it is what it is. It's still a good flying airplane. So the 767, I know there'll be an update when they figure out the radar issue. They actually have an issue before the new radar came out with X-Plane or with 3.0 and X-Plane 12. So hopefully they work it out quickly. Wow, we're down to 13,000. We made it. We must have just caught it at the right moment as we begin the run in on the outer islands. Which issues? Oh my gosh. Couple of issues for me with the MD-11. I'm trying to think, since I'm not flying it right now, I'm not experiencing them. But it's just sometimes a bear to land, and that just might have been the way the real one was. And then you throw in the weight and balance thing. If that's real, great. If it's not, they could fix it. So where you got to keep it between 30 and 31%. So, but that's the MD-11. The 767 and 757. Now we believe the Airbus 320 has it too. The radars, weather radar, terrain radar, have to be that folder removed. Well, I could, but you know, I'm fine with working around things. I don't necessarily have to have things tailor-made to me. You know, I work around it. So, where am I here? I think I've got a speed restriction ahead of me. Hang on. Where am I? Yes, I do. 220. Why aren't we descending? Oh, it's going to descend at the next one. Okay, that works. Because it could be 8,000 all the way to Aldif. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, we're going to have the sun in our eyes again. Oh. If you want to watch a fun one with a missed approach, watch last night with the MD-11 into Phoenix. Oh, yeah. That was fun. That's sun. Sunglasses on. There we go. All right, we're down to 220 and getting ready. Let's go ahead and make the descent happen. And 7,000 at Bento, so that's where we'll make the turn. All right, we're in the pattern for Naples. Guess what? We don't need to switch over to common traffic frequency here in Europe. I don't even think they know that. But I don't know. There probably is such a thing here, but we're not required by VATSIM to switch to it. So, as we are over in North America. So, that's right. All of North America pretty much is under it. There may be a Caribbean island or two you don't, but really every airport should have something. All right, go ahead, turn our lights on. Okay, strobes will stay on auto. Now, what auto does in Airbus? What means general inquiry? I'm not sure where you're going with that there, friendly player. I'll wait for more. I lost my train of thought. Doggone it. May 60-year-old be better to you than it's been to me mentally.
Napoli traffic, Airline 66907, landing runway 24.
What?
66907.
Where'd that airplane come from? I didn't even see him. Where'd you come from? Is there another one coming? Huh. Surprise, surprise, surprise. W in the chat. What's up? What's up in the chat? Mickey, if I remember right, how to pronounce you, is in the chat. Want to make a rotate support ticket and their help topics. And under the help topic, I can select some things like report a problem and privacy. I mean, you can. I've reported a couple problems to them. I never hear back from them. So, first flight today, Mickey, is Genoa, Italy, down here, and we're getting into the pattern for Naples, 24 at Naples. How do you contact them? I really don't. They don't have a Discord channel, and I don't think even an email, so, and I get why they wouldn't.
Traffic, Airline 66907, back in the runway 24 and taxi to the gate.
Which is fine, because they probably would get spammed a lot. But yeah, like I said, I just deal with it as I come. Oh, look at these clouds. As I come across issues, I do the best I can. So I think it's time to get with a fellow streamer and think about updating my scenery. Oh, hang on. What was our altimeter? Okay, 19. I did get that right. Okay, so bear with me if I go quiet here, folks. We're getting close to turning for the ILS. Constraints are on. Constraints are on. Let's go ahead and dial you down a little. All right, there's 7,000. Bento is a little further out, and then we'll turn it. We might as well just fly it out. Mickey, well, depends. What kind of flight times do you have for today? Okay, we're going to be slowing to 210. Yeah, I'm well, yeah, friendly player. Yeah, I know they have a ticket system. It just, they don't ever seem to reply to me, which is fine. They don't have to. Okay, 7,000. Low on the brakes. Get the brake van started. So, Mickey, are you wanting to go long, like JFK to Frankfurt, or Los Angeles to Tokyo, or Los Angeles to Mexico City? Or are you wanting to shorten it up like Miami to LA or Miami to JFK, St. Louis to JFK. Mid. I could do, ooh, there you go. Miami to LA is a good flight. Pan Am used to fly, I think used to fly that. I'd have to check my flight schedule. All right, so we are going to go direct Bento. So what we do is come down here, use my friend direct, Bento, insert, and go back to perf. Next, actually, are we controlling it? Let's go back and activate. Be careful, make sure you're under the control of the speeds. Otherwise, it might slow you to the F equals 147 and you got to fly that. I'm going to go ahead, trip localizer. And we're set. Still 130, 125. Flaps 1. I still think, as another streamer does as well, X-Plane has increased the level of display greatly, level of detail. There is still there's a lot more showing in a scene with my settings than prior, so. But I need to get with someone to do an update so that we can spotlight that maybe later next week. Monday right now I am going to kind of put a kibosh on hang on a second. Naples traffic, Lufthansa 1572 on the localizer for 24 Bento. Runway in sight.
Napoli traffic, Ryanair 66976.
Hang on a second. All right, this isn't working. So we're going to come on down to 5,000. Go. Arm up the spoilers. Looks like we take it over now. And Naples traffic, Lufthansa 1572, about 10-mile final for runway 24. Okay, plane's mine. We just need to start a descent. Okay, we'll slow up here in a minute. We're down to flaps 3, gear down, brakes set, fans on, and setting up for the runway. Flaps full. All right, now we'll be slowing to approach speed of 130 and lining up. Okay, spoilers armed.
2000.
Getting a little below the path. We'll get back up here. .135 is a good speed. We're still below. Naples traffic, Lufthansa 157.2, 3-mile final for 24.
Glide slow.
What the heck was all that garbage?
500. 500. 400. 100 above. 300. Minimum. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
I love when that happens. What happened is it didn't go into reverse thrust. It's a thing of me having to click something on the screen of the flight sim, and we never went into reverse. And Lufthansa 1572 off 24 here at Naples to the ramp. All right, let's go find a parking spot. No, I do not. They're a friendly let me try that again. I do not have the Q400-8. It's one of those I've actually kind of think about from time to time, but no, I do not have it. Dash 8's a fun little aircraft. When I flew, goodness, was this a century of flight or just in the early days of FSX? The Dash 8 300, there was a free version, and boy, was that a tricky plane to fly. From the radio systems and all. Now, I don't know about the Q400, but the 300, wow. So I kind of inferred the same for that plane. Actually, that approach wasn't too bad with the sun. It had already set it. Thank God. Oh, into Phoenix yesterday was rough. All right, let's we'll go this route. Chucks. All right, let me do this. Come up here. We available? Bleed, yes. All right, so what did I forget? Beacon, okay, we'll get that. Hey, we didn't forget any. And we got the noise, wow. We usually don't with flaps up, spoilers down. All right, so flight number 1 in the can. Bear with me as I drop here, refresh. I'm curious what the airline had us at 180 feet a minute. I will go with that for sure. You're at 3,000. No, sir, this is not the end of the stream, friendly player. We've got another one coming at you. Hang on. Let you get ready for it. There's the next stream for you while I get this plane taken care of. It's doing it for me. Cool. All right, before we do anything outside, what is our brake temperatures? Okay, they are still hot. We're in chocks, so we're gonna pop the brakes. Why do you pop the brakes? Turn them off, basically. That way the metal gets off metal and they cool a little quicker with the brake fans on. All right, there you have it. Supposed to be Volo T, but like I said, we had troubles with the plane earlier, so this is what we had to settle for. All right, real quick, let's go through our primary stuff. First off, Elevatech. Okay, and we'll complete the flight. By the way, I hope those of you about to start your Friday nights enjoy. Little ways to go for us here in the States. All right. Okay, just so everyone sees, yeah, there just wasn't any weather. We had a little bit of cloudiness here and there, but overall, nothing to check this out. I kind of wished I'd have stuck with the A320. Oh, we had a bounce. First one, 197 at 124. That's actually right on numbers. And number two, 30 feet at 122, so we were slowing. And then we didn't get the reverse thrust in, so we had to use brakes, hence why we are doing what we're doing on the runway, or at the gate. All right, we'll set that there. Get rid of it for now. Do you know when Duluth Fly will go live? I do not know. He is on his way to something he's got to take care of, or whatever, wherever. Hey, that's up to him. But hopefully he'll go live here sometime later today or tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow I have to work, so I won't be live. Maybe Sunday, but again, that's a big maybe. It's always slotted as the Sabbath I like to take. However, when we don't have anything going on, per se, in the house, we'll think about a stream. Monday, currently no streams are going to be planned. We've got to take my wife's car to the shop. You all know how that could be. It could take forever. And there have been some issues with it that they're monitoring as well, so hopefully it goes quickly. If it doesn't, that's why there won't be any streams. So, but that's future. Let's get this finished up and get on to the next flight, which is Dubai to Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. All right, Sim Toolkit is the official stats for the Flying with Mike stream. Why? Because it's free. Why? Because it's more in depth. And I'll show you what I mean. Now, granted, you got all the same numbers or very close to what you're about to see here, but it goes a little further. A lot more numbers come out. Okay, so let's get the flight coming up. Hopefully. One more try. There we go. Come on, work with me here, Sim Toolkit. All right. So here's where I kind of throw my more allegiance to is Sim Toolkit. Why? The numbers above the map help a lot to help people. If you can re-envision your approach, it gives you an idea where we ended up high. And for some reason, that's a plague of us always. but we were able to make the runway. The lights didn't go all white. They were actually white over red like they should be. But 5-degree pitch, 124. Hey folks, that's a pretty good landing speed. 125 is what we planned, and 192 feet. I'm not balking at it, even though it was 1.5 G's. So Grandma may have gotten some tea on her, but you know, hey, shouldn't be drinking tea. Should have gave it to the flight attendant. So anyway. But anyway, yeah, there's Naples for you. We're parked somewhere right in here. So that's why I prefer SimToolkit. The numbers for where we land and all of that just help me personally in my trying to make myself better at this. Oh, do I? Yeah, but nothing, nothing that would prevent me from saying it's not a good plane. They're a friendly player to buy, really. And it's going to be your choice. Do you want the freighter or the passenger? Now, if you want both, I think there's a discount on the other one you don't buy. So you want the freighter, okay. But yeah, if you do decide the passenger, you want to give it a shot, it's at a discounted price. But the freight, is fine. Just, that 30 to 31% Mac is the only thing that really just like, what? Why? But it's really not a bad plane. So I would have to say you would probably have to watch me on stream with it. Without the plane in front of me, it's hard to, with all the different planes I fly, it's hard to bring them up right, on the spot. And like I said, we flew it. The last time is up on YouTube, so you could check it out there. All right, so we're going to wrap this one up. It was a great flight, a fun time. Hope you all enjoyed. We learned a lot. And get ready, Twitch, hang tight. We're going over to Dubai, which is the new version of it here in 3.0. We'll be in the A330-900 Neo. So, but YouTube, we're going to close out here. Catch us. We'll be putting 2 videos out today. One for this flight. Well, not necessarily today, but we'll get 2 videos out in the next couple of days. Separate videos of each different stream. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up it. Love all of that. Comments are welcome. Twitch, stand by. We'll be right back.